Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again in nature. How to start a raw food diet. I have a lot of people tuning into infinite waters. I still love you. Doesn't matter what you eat. Here is my story. Since 2003, I have been a vegan. I don't like to use labels because I always say that creates division. We are all connected. But it has done wonders. It has saved my life. Insane energy levels. Increased mental clarity. I could go on and on. Now, you have vegetarian, which are people who don't eat meat, but they may eat dairy. You have vegan, which are people who don't eat meat and they don't eat dairy, but they eat cooked foods now and again. And you have the raw food diet, which is technically a form of veganism, which is where people embrace uncooked foods, more natural foods. To start it, a raw food diet, what's helped me on my journey is to ask ourselves, why do we want to start in the first place? Some people might see it as a fashion trend because everyone else is doing it, or I want to lose weight, or I want to feel happier. Whatever your reason, that's your choice. What helped me on my journey was to help raise the vibration. I had to let go of eating animals and magic. My whole life transformed. It helped me to become a greater version of myself. To start a raw food diet, I have what I call the transitional stage. Be careful. Do your research, because many people who have been eating meat their whole life or eating cooked food, you can't just stop all of a sudden. You go cold turkey. You've got to be very careful, because there are many benefits of a raw food diet, but it takes a tremendous amount of discipline. More so, we have to do it in stages. That's what I did. So every time you eat a meal, what you could do is incorporate one vegetable. Eat more fruits. Eat a piece of fruit every day until eventually it becomes your lifestyle. But it's all done in stages. Also, find a community. Find a support network. I've done a lot of videos with Sharu, and we inspire each other for new raw food recipes. If you are around people who don't appreciate your choice of the kind of food you eat, it's going to be very difficult. So you need that support network. More so, as soon as I start my day, I have found that drinking water or a smoothie helps, because it sets the tone. It keeps us hydrated. And also, we can set ourselves little challenges, like eat one cooked meal a day and the rest has to be uncooked. Because within the raw food diet, they say that 75% of the foods we eat should be no higher than 48 Celsius, 118 Fahrenheit, because this way we get the maximum nutrition, we get all the enzymes. I've seen it on my journey. You have a greater passion for life. All of these videos I have been making have been on a sun-based diet. And yes, I'm not one of these strict so-called vegans who say, I am never going to eat this or I'm never going to eat that. No, I'm very free with myself. However, I see the importance of food. You are what you eat. On a deeper level, you are not only what you eat, you are what you feed all your senses, because everything is connected. So regular exercise, all of this helps us start a raw food diet because it gets our body into shape. The body, mind, spirit, the three are interconnected. We have to see we are living in marvelous times on the planet. For me, the biggest push to start a raw food diet was when you watch certain documentaries, for instance, Earthlings. Many of us, we are not even emotionally ready to kill our own food. I couldn't do it. All animals deserve freedom, including you. And that's how I see it, because I love animals. So I ask myself, why would I want to take a life that I can't create? Also, you have a deeper connection to Mother Nature. So for me, when we talk of starting a raw food diet, it's all about not being so hard on yourself, doing the research, embracing more food, such as fruits and vegetables, letting go of junk food, addictive sugar, because you have the sugar in sugarcane, which is natural sugar. However, once you extract that sugar, now it becomes a drug, white sugar, because you have taken and extracted it out of its natural environment. Nature does not make us an addict, but it does wonders. Some people have asked me, why should I stop eating meat? You can eat whatever you want. What's helped me on my journey is to see that meat was mucus forming. Once I let go of it, I felt healthier. I felt freer. I felt lighter. Many of us don't realize the meat we are eating not only has the animals, they have been tortured, so this energy is being transferred to us via the DNA. Many of the animals have been pumped full of sex hormones, steroids, and all of this goes into our body. Our intestine is long. Meat eaters have a short intestine. So what this does is that the meat goes in and it comes out. With us, it stays in our bodies. Such hot temperature, over 200 degrees. Therefore, it ferments and it putrefies, in essence, making us drunk, attracting parasites. So for me, all of this helped me start a raw food diet. But do whatever works for you. And it's not about having labels. However, it's about seeing you deserve the best. I am worthy to eat the most delicious food in the world. Avocados, figs, lettuce. I deserve to have the most expansive human experience. Once you have this self-love, you can start a raw food diet, because you have to accept yourself 100%. More so, you have to love yourself 100%. Some people say it costs too much money to eat organic food. I say this is an investment. That's what I tell myself. I am worthy to eat the most incredible food in the world, because abundance is our natural state. Eat, 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 because it's all yours. Eating a raw food diet does not make us more spiritual, because spirituality is not something that you practice, it's who you are. However, eating natural plant-based foods gives us more energy. Therefore, it allows us to breathe more. The word spirit emanates from spiritus, meaning to breathe. So we have more oxygen circulating around our body. We feel better. We can get rid of cancer, diseases. We feel alive. A great way to start a raw food diet is to look at our relationship to certain starches, such as bread, potatoes. I do this on my journey. Do I need to eat this right now? Because the more wheat and gluten we consume, the harder it is for us to embrace a raw food diet. Once we are eating all of these magnificent fruits, pineapples, oranges, we get all the nutrients we need. However, if we're eating a lot of starches, refined foods, the body is constantly searching for nutrients. So the power lies in our hands. It always has done. We can choose whether or not we want to eat life, or whether or not we want to eat processed food. Getting into your natural biorhythm, the natural sleep and wake cycles, helps us start on the raw food diet, because our whole body has to be in a perfect equilibrium, a perfect homeostasis to give us the energy. Because transitioning to a raw food diet, we have to remember that to begin with, it's going to be hard. Our whole body has to be at its optimum. So therefore, that requires us getting the right amount of sleep we need, and for everyone it's different. Listen to your body. More so, listen to the power of intuition that lies within you. Natural fruits and vegetables that take a little time to digest. Eating foods in their most natural element. Phytonutrients. Plant-based foods. Feels so good once you eat it. Once you digest it. Foods that take a little time to digest are natural foods, and they help us tremendously. This is the raw food diet, and we see its results. A lot of people ask, where do I get protein from if I don't eat meat? Meat is not the only source for protein. You also have chia seeds. That's why in starting the raw food diet, do your research. Whatever your choice of food, remember to do it for the right reasons. We're out here in nature, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.